At a time of year when high school football coaches are getting ready for the start of their season, one coach is facing instead the start of his criminal trial for the death of a player. Prosecutors in Louisville, Kentucky say the coach's actions on a stifling hot day caused a teenager to die. But other coaches are rallying to his defense. Here's Eric Hong.
Football coaches are supposed to be tough. It's their job.
Come on, Luke.
But is being too tough a crime? That question will decide the fate of Jason Stinson, the Louisville high school football coach accused of literally working a player to death.
I lost one of my boys out there that day. I lost one of my boys, a boy that I loved and a boy that I cared for.
On a 94-degree day last summer, Coach Stinson ordered his team to do sprints. But prosecutors say the coach crossed a line and was brutal, denying the players water and using peer pressure, forcing them to keep running until one player quit. Sophomore Max Gilpin collapsed. 3 days later, he died.
A reasonable person should have seen that this could have happened.
The charges against Stinson include reckless homicide, but even if he was being harsh, were the coach's actions criminal?
Reckless homicide, the prosecution must prove that the coach failed to perceive a substantial and unjustifiable risk that a death would occur. Well, all over the country that day, all over Kentucky, everywhere, football players were being conditioned.
Guilty or not, schools and coaches nationwide are paying close attention, even donating money for Stinson's defense, fearing what this might do to high school sports.
Coaches, they argue, must be able to train their team without fear of the law.
You know, in the days to come, we're going to have a difficult time finding people to coach.
The case is on Mike O'Donnell's mind in White Plains, New York. The coach uses frequent water breaks during practices, but in a tough sport.
It could happen to anyone. You know, a kid can go down right now while we're standing here, and you really have no control over it.
Stinson faces up to 10 years in prison, a coach-turned-defendant, now with more than just a game on the line. Eric Hong, ABC News, Chicago.
This is, needless to say, a controversial question. We want to know what you think. Did Coach Stinson commit a crime, or was he simply doing his job? You can weigh in at our blog, The World Newser, at abcnews.com.